Alrighty, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. I'm home alone. My oldest son at his friend's house, my youngest son at extended day, where they get to play, and my wife is at the hairdresser getting her hair done, and then she gonna go get my youngest son. Then I think they gonna come on home, or they got to pick up dinner. So I'm gonna do a little Tony talks with Tony marathon. Let me plug in my phone. I'm gonna do a talks with Tony marathon until they get home. Alrighty, hi Tony, I'll make it quick. Started dating a good guy. You know what? Let me cut the AC on. Hey, y'all got to forgive him. I ain't get through my workout with my wife, so I ain't really get me no sweat in, so I ain't showered now, so just in case you smell a little sun through the camera. Hi, Tony, I'll make it quick. Started dating a good guy I would see at my gym regularly, and after about a month, he approached me. He's 24 and I'm 26. When we met, he was working random hours delivering fridges, washing machines, etc. So would sometimes go weeks at a time without working. I told him I would only consider him if he straightened himself out. He has no car, lives with his parents, goes to one college class a semester, but isn't close to getting his degree. I want an ambitious man and made that clear to him, so he got 2 part-time jobs after our conversation. Everything about the way he treats me is literally perfect. He does exactly what you said a man will do when he's interested, and more. I have no doubt in my mind he wants to be with me. My question is, how can I make sure he continues down the path of becoming a provider? I am very hardworking, college educated, and am at about $100,000 a year working with my family's company. However, once I have children, I will want to be a stay-at-home mother, and although I am okay living frugally, I want a man who is driven. We both want the same things, marriage, children, and are both religious. How can I motivate him? I feel he is my husband. We've been dating a month and a half, and I am strictly following your How to Date Correctly video. I also am not letting him taste my money, she put that, so that he does not get complacent and I can find out if he truly loves me for me. Thoughts or any advice? Thank you, and may God continue to bless you and your family. Sometimes the Lord want to use you to bless me. 100,000 a year. Hey, 100,000 a year, I'll be treating you right too. Now, I don't know, like you say, he's not tasting your money. Now, me personally, I bought 10 acres of land, and the man that I sat down to do the paperwork with was the son-in-law of the owner. So if this guy keep his act together, he went and picked up 2 part-time jobs. If he keep his act together and he keep treating you right, between month 13 and 18, it might be a position in your family company for him. The key is character. If he working delivering fridges and all of that, that means he's working. He's also 24 years old. That's very, very young. At 24 years old, I was making $9.50 an hour at 24 years old. I was working in a group home. I had no college degree. I was taking 1 class a semester as well. But what I was doing was just signing up for the classes to get the refund check. Going into student loan debt, but getting the refund check and balling out on the refund check. And look where I'm at today. So I say that to say, what you really have to look at in a situation like this is, does he get drunk? If not, that's good. Does he smoke? If not, that's good. Do you sense any perversion? Like, is he a little freak? Do he mention pornography? Do he mention masturbation? If not, that's good. Is he respectful? If so, that's good. Patient, talking to you, all of that, that's good. You 26 years old, you don't let him taste your money. You in the gym working out, he in the gym working out. He don't necessarily know, he may not know, he could know who you are and who your family is and what kind of business. Y'all got a successful company for you to be getting paid nearly $100,000. My goodness. It's like, you need to write me back. Let me know what y'all do. I might have to switch my business. Well, I could pay my sons $100,000. Like that right there is a blessing. You hear me? So listen, of course you don't want to be his savior. You don't want to be giving him no job. He don't got a car. He live with his parents. How he getting to the gym? I guess, he live with his parents. One class. Nah, at 24, I had a car. I didn't live with my parents. I don't know what his culture is. Some cultures is like that. Like, stay with your parents till you get on your feet. My culture is not like that in most cases. We be trying to get up out of there at 17 if we can. 18, definitely getting up out of there. My sister moved out like 16 years old and was living on her own apartment, paying her bills by 18. Like, my culture is a little different. By your last name, I don't know what your last name, if this Italian or Hispanic, but one guy told me if a name end with a vowel, it's Italian, but I don't know. So I would say this, this is a situation where it's completely character based. 24 years old, this man could be a future millionaire, but he 24. If he was in this state at 34, then Houston, we have a problem. If he was in this state 44, Houston, we have a problem. Remember, men do not even become men, like start the manhood process to the age of 25. So you literally got you a little baby. So the key is, how does he treat you? Now, if he caught you doing some squats, he could be very attracted to the booty. Now, or the beauty, he saw you in that gym. So when you're in that gym, I'm willing to bet you wear leggings. If you wear leggings or shorts leggings, that'll get a man where he need to be on the sense of attraction. And then now he could be working for the booty. You don't know. That's why, and y'all notice what she said. She said, Tony, I am following your video, how to date correctly. She say, I am strictly following. I got a video called How to Date Correctly, and I take you through there on what you need to do. It's very strict. There was some people in there in the comments that said, oh, this old school, this ain't realistic. Listen, that's how you gonna win. I need to do the video again. I can't remember what I said in there, but I need to do it again just in case there's any updates on it. But that's what you got to get in your spirit. So with this right here, what you do, evaluate his character, evaluate his consistency, and evaluate his ambition that he's gaining. Do not let him move in with you. And like you say, do not let him taste your money. So y'all go on the dates that he can afford. Don't you pay for no date. And that's what I got a lot of clients. Women, they have a man, and then they want to take the man because the woman make money. They want to take the man on this vacation that the woman can afford. But that man can't afford that. When you do that, you taking that man's scrotum. Just like that right there. So if the man can't provide a lifestyle that you want as a woman, it's very, 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 very rare. It could work now. There are exceptions to the rule. But it's just not common. But there are exceptions to the rule where a man can get over his ego and the woman be the breadwinner. But it's rare. It is rare. And money is such a big thing in relationships. Even in my wife and our relationship, she still see the money that I earn from doing this as my money. And I try to get her to see it as your money. And then sometimes I regret that because she go to spending it. Yeah, about what I said. But no, I mean, I want to spend some money now. But I realized, okay, I got to work harder. I got to work harder. It motivate me as a man because I realized that most women want to be comfortable. And if a woman say, hey, my son or my daughter need this for school, it costs $100, they want to be able to go get it. If you need a pair of pants for the date, you want to be able to go get it. Need a couple new outfits, want to be able to go get it. Need to buy something for the kids, need to book something, want to be able to just do it and not have to go sit down with Dave Ramsey team and get out there all these envelopes and sit there and cry and stress about what you can't afford. That most women want to be in a place to where they can live and live comfortably without having to be extravagant and over the top. And so if that's what you want, you got to understand that it's very few men that will be comfortable and still be masculine and still be a man and be healthy if he's not the one providing that lifestyle, and he got to watch you as a woman provide that lifestyle, because it's going to make him feel less than 9 out of 10 times. And it's going to be a topic of conversation. That's where some contention is going to be. So you got to realize and understand that. The good thing about this is this guy's young. Having a man that's younger than you, it can work. It can work. There are situations that work, but you just got to watch that. You got to watch it for that maturity. You got to take your time. So with this guy right here, typically I would say engagement is okay between around the 12-month mark, like between 12 and 18 months. This guy being younger, you want to stretch this to about 2 years. You want to stretch this to about 2 years. Let them see. Now, another lesson that I grabbed from this that I try not to teach a lesson while I'm reading the email. I like to read the whole email first. Started dating a good guy I would see at my gym regularly. Y'all see what I be trying to tell you? The gym is somewhere that you could meet your boyfriend or girlfriend. That gym is a place to where at least that's one thing y'all know y'all got in common, is that y'all like to work out. Y'all like to take care of that body. And that ain't all that common. I just had my wife cancel my gym membership. We got a gym at the house, so that's why I cancel mine. But she don't like working out at the house. And that's a lesson in itself too. See how you can have something and don't even like it, but she be so tired. She just want to leave the school and go straight to the gym. She said if she drive all the way home, she's going to be real tired and not get up there and do it. And then the actual gym we go to, got better equipment than we got at our house. But one day I'll be there at a level I could have this gym up here set up, with a little better equipment. But that gym, that's somewhere you could meet people. And it's only a matter of time. Now, my wife be real locked in and focused. She don't look around. But I wouldn't be surprised if, when she get to where she trying to go, that a man walk up to her and say, hey, are you married? And she have to tell her, yes, I'm married. And vice versa. It'll be men in there that the single women start positioning themselves around. So I want to tell y'all, get you a routine like that. The gym, the coffee shop, the bookstore, the book, whatever, internet cafe, Starbucks, Barnes and Noble, wherever got somewhere to sit down and you can have your laptop. Now that Wi-Fi be unsecure, so you might want to get a hotspot on your phone if that's the same thing, if that's better. But that Wi-Fi be a little terrible now because the fraudsters sitting there too and be stealing people information now. So get you a routine that gets you out that house, gym, coffee shop, co-working space. Stuff like this to where you out and about and you bumping into people. So sister, this right here, take your time. Take your time. And don't let them taste your money. Don't let them taste your body. Let them keep courting you. Let them keep dating you. Keep building with you like that. That's what you got to do on this hill. God bless you on that. All righty. Only a face a dad could love, maybe. Got a letter here. Hello, Tony. When my dad was alive, he passed away a couple years ago due to the big C, cancer. He used to tell me that I was one of the most beautiful women in the world, but I'm starting to believe that he was only looking with the loving eyes of a father. LOL. Men don't seem to be physically attracted to me. I believe and know my conversations be on point. I believe and know my conversations be on point, but my looks is not it's not what first get most guys. And we know that the outer appearance is what gets a man's attention. I am 43 years old, never been married, no children, and a pharmacist. 43, no children, pharmacist. I've been working on my 3Bs, and I don't believe I give off a negative vibe / disposition like many women in my age range who would like to be in a relationship. Blind dates or match up from friends and family never work. Once again, the convo may be good, but when they see me, it's not a go. LOL. Or they may see a pic of me and things never get started. Now she got a picture on here. I ain't got down to the picture yet. I always compare my experiences to a plane on the runway, taxiing but never lifting off. I'm not desperate for love, but open to it. I enjoy my own company and don't let my singleness hinder me. I.e., I've traveled across the world on my own. I eat out on my own, etc. I'm pretty sure we got some people in the blessed tribe that'll love to travel with you. Just would enjoy the company of the opposite sex from time to time. I love myself and I don't necessarily allow all the rejection I experience to internalize deeply. But it does hurt my feelings for a minute, but I get over it. I believe my features are too Afrocentric for most Black American men. Many of us, both women and men, don't like our blackness. Sister dropping truth in here now. I've been told I look like I'm Nigerian or from the islands many times. I would not mind dating Black men of other cultures, African or Caribbean, etc. But most of them stick to their own women, and at my age, many are already married with a family. The men who try to talk to me are my patients, old men, pow-pows, LOL, or something is majorly wrong with them, i.e. recently released from prison, baby mama drama, special ed, seriously, etc. I accept that I'm not attractive to American Black men. I didn't say I think I'm ugly, but interested in meeting Black men of other cultures who may find my features attractive. What do you think? Wanting an unbiased outlook on my situation. Thank you in advance. Now, see, listen. Here's the thing. I just watched this thing. Wow, this thing say me in Lucerne, Switzerland. Sister, you traveling like that? It's all your mind. Now, she got a picture on here. Trying to think of like a celebrity look-alike or close in the same range level. I'm terrible with names. I be missing people's names. I say in the same lane of like a Taraji P. Henson, but actually prettier. You know, and I ain't saying Taraji P. Henson don't look pretty now, but I'm saying this sister here is not no multi-millionaire. And so she don't have all that extra, treatment or whatever that could be got. Or what the lady name, Melinda? The women from the Black movies like Soul Food, and she had that same type of look, pretty Black woman. You do not look like a traditional Nigerian to me. Not in that first picture right there. Now this one you got your hair short with a little twist. That'll give more of a, Afrocentric, because the hair is like this short. It just like the little twist like that. And then with that print type of dress, if that's how you dress, that's in that too. And then this hairstyle here with the rolls in your hair. Wow, you the only black person at that event. It's 50 other people behind you, and they all Caucasian. That bus was the pharmacy retreat. Me in Hawaii at a luau, most current. Sister, you living your life now. Listen, you right here living. What you got on what you got on your arm right there? Pina colada? Not pina colada. What they call that? Henna. Got the henna on your arm. I like the dress. And you got, the dress is like, the print on a bandana. That type of little swirls, and just like a bandana, like a cripple of blood. She got on a red dress with the white print. Almost if a blood made a sundress for his wife, that's the dress she got on. That's a nice looking dress. But it got the shoulder around here, around the neck. Got a little gold clasp right there on the dress. I've never seen that kind of dress. I want to get my wife one of them dresses. That dress look good now. Now, let me see. Them nails done. You don't need a fill-in. You went with the white nail paint, which is very creative. I never really see that. That's one color. I'm not telling my wife about. Sometimes she'll do the white and one of them will be black, or, black and white. You got your bracelet on, got your watch on, got your necklace on. Yeah. You look almost like you got some Asian in you a few generations back, which could be a possibility. But your face is very standard, just like your face is, all your features are what would be called normal features, in the sense of sometimes we have smaller, sometimes we have larger, and we speak it on average now. So, I don't like to rate people on no 1 to 10. And so also I had to look at y'all. I can't really look at you like a brother, because then that'd be incest when I be looking at this right here. But look at you like a platonic friend who could recognize how you look. Now, you love them dresses with that print on now. Now, see, I don't think a man would know where it come from. You don't look high maintenance either, because when you out here in Switzerland, you got on a Michael Kors scarf. Now, high maintenance would be a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci scarf. Ain't nothing wrong with Michael Kors now. He got a high fashion brand, but it's not too expensive. A man who work a job, he'll feel comfortable with that. Now, that watch you got on, that ain't no Apple Watch. It look like one of the little calculator watches we used to wear growing up. Like that camera on you. Sister, now, you traveling the world by yourself, or you taking a friend? Somebody took a picture of you. Now, this sister right here in Houston. So, if it's any brothers in Houston see these videos and you single, now listen, this sister is fit. And then when I say fit, I mean black woman fit. Meaning, this picture here is full body picture. She got on jeans. So, meaning she got a little thigh on her. Not like the really, like not a toothpick thigh, not a really large thigh, just a normal size. Like, kind of, if you go on my wife's page, she look like she about my wife's size. Arms, she look like she about my wife's size. So that y'all get a picture. And sister, I feel like you wrote in because you know you're not ugly. You say you know you ain't ugly now, but you say you think men don't. I'm going to tell you what's blocking you. What's blocking you is you two in your head. I just watched a video that one of y'all sent me on Instagram, and the man was talking about, he was telling a story of a man who went into a freezer at a place to fix the freezer, and the door closed, and he started to panic, and he started to write, and he said, "I'm getting colder." And then he wrote, "I'm getting colder. These may be my last words." And they found him later in the freezer, and he was dead. but the freezer, it was plenty of air in there, oxygen in there, and it was 56 degrees. The man had talked himself into death. And the lesson here is to all of you ladies, y'all have to stop talking to yourself. Listen to somebody talking that's saying something positive, and then you talk to yourself positively. And don't get too high and don't get too low, even when you playing around. So when you tell yourself that men don't seem to be physically attracted to you, so I'm gonna tell you, every black man and some white men physically attracted to you. You got a perfect smile, your teeth not too big, they not too little, they're a little smaller than mine, about the same size as mine, but maybe just a little smaller, which is a perfect size. Mine a little too big, I got a little too chiclet, chompers. Now, what I want you to do at that pharmacy, is your lashes need to be done by somebody who charge $200 to $300. Don't put on your own lashes. If you're gonna wear lashes, do not put them on yourself. And you need to go to a real lash esthetician. So you need a lash person that's gonna do 1-for-1. And your eyebrows, get your eyebrows a little thicker. Microblading is extremely painful from what I've heard. Women always comment on my wife's eyebrows. When you go to Cherie Gaston, that's microblade. Now, you got to be built different from what I hear to get through the microblade. The lady who did my wife done sent so many other women, because all the women asked my wife, who did your... And the first time she did it, she gave her a special. It's $500. She did it for $250 because she had a special. She Venezuelan, and my wife workout partner that she used to work out with when she was competing is Venezuelan. She put her onto her. Listen, I don't want to be racist. My wife's hair is done by Dominicans, and them lashes was done by a Venezuelan, I think. Not the lash, the eyebrows. Not the lash. Now she say she found a woman who she say look kind of like a hipster white woman, and she say she look like she would never even wear lashes. So it's kind of weird to her how good she do the lashes. But you got to find somebody with a 5-star review, because a lot of women popping up and going to get their little raggedy class, and they terrible. They absolutely terrible. They got you walking around here looking like the character from the movie Saw. You see the movie Saw? Look up the movie Saw. Just type in S-A-W. Type in the movie Saw. And you're going to see that character. And he got the white face, and he got the cheeks, and it red. It's women popping up. Got y'all looking like that Saw character. You need to go to somebody that got over 100 5-star reviews. And you need to read through them reviews. And you need to make sure that they real reviews. That some of the people that done left a review got like a little star by their name from Google, and that they're a local advisor, got the little thing on there, say local advisor, like they done other reviews. Because the Indians in India, not Native Americans, the Indians in India, they sell reviews. The people in India, the smartest people in the world, they sell everything. So it could be a lot of fake reviews. This ain't what the video about, but I'm trying to help y'all, because sometimes it's just one thing. Sometimes it's one thing. Since ain't nothing wrong with you, you just need a little more eyebrow. You just need a little more eyebrow. And I don't say that in a derogatory way. I'm saying this as from a loving outside perspective. And when I say eyebrow, I don't mean, because see, you got the little, it's just real thin. You need a little more. You see how thick my eyebrow? Now, you don't want to get this thick now. It's like doggone Whoopi Goldberg up here. You don't want to get this thick. You probably want a little slight, for a woman. But just get you a little more eyebrow. Now, the second picture, you don't have no lashes on, which that's fine. You kind of look like, to me, your look is not African. It look it look 90% African. We all are African, like Black Americans is African too. It's just so many variations of us. But it looked like this second picture. No, I don't see it's many looks in every country. But when people tell you look Nigerian, I don't see like that. Not the traditional that we always see. Yes, this version of Nigerians look like you. She like my color. She like my color. She about my color exactly almost. Now see me, what I found out from Ancestry, so maybe you are Nigerian. What I found out from Ancestry.com, Ancestry send me a check, that I'm 56% Nigerian and 35% Cameroonian. So I'm Nigerian too now. So you see what I'm saying? They find the ancestry of where you from when we was in Africa. I'm 56% Nigerian. That's why I'm so strong. See, us Nigerian. And then I'm 35% Cameroonian. That's why I'm even more strong. That's why I used to bench press 340 pounds when I only weighed 170 pounds. I was bench pressing 200% of my body weight because that Nigerian and Cameroonian roots. Now, the people who they didn't have as many, their path was just Nigeria, boop, right over here. They don't look at us like Nigerians, me and you, because it may be a lot of other stuff mixed in with us. So it may be different little stuff in there, some France in there, and different little stuff mixed in there. But listen, your second picture you sent with the little twist, it give it more of an Afrocentric vibe. Nothing wrong with the look, but see, with that look, if you're gonna wear a little short hair like that, with them little twists, then what you want to do, y'all got to forgive me. I got to put the whole video together. I had an alarm set. It cut my video off. So what you want to do is you want to have a little more eyebrow. So a little thicker eyebrow. And see, this all about contrast. It's all about contrast. It's all about, you have to put the aesthetics together. So if you look too downplayed, that's how women do when they take it. When women get a man, they get complacent. 9 out of 10 women get complacent when they get a man and their bills is paid. And that's when women start putting on weight. That's when women stop dressing up. Women stop doing as much. Some women keep all that going, but most women don't. Most women go ahead and relax a little bit. You seen the other young lady, she 26, she in the gym, so she met her boyfriend in the gym. So women that's your age, they're gonna look more relaxed and down to earth how you look. So they're not really gonna do the lashes. They're not really gonna do the eyebrow fill-in or the microblading. They're not really gonna do the gold jewelry. You ain't got gold jewelry, you got on silver jewelry. When you single, you wanna pop. You want to jump off the page when you single. So you want to have, instead of like, the sundresses and all of that, which is cool. Because sometimes when sundress, them hams go to swinging. And men like that. Not cardos back there swinging. Men like that. But what you want to do is, you want to have your pop. Purple, teal, turquoise, yellow. You want to have your little pop. And you want to do gold jewelry. That's queen wear. So not just the silver jewelry. And you like to travel. You like to travel, but also keep spending a little bit on you. Not just the traveling, but just on your adornment. So what's going to happen is, a man who is your age and he got your income, he know about Louis Vuitton. The type of man you want. You don't want no frugal head man who he just so frugal y'all can't even spend y'all money. So you're a pharmacist. So what I'll say, splurge a little bit. And for those of y'all who you're not there financially yet, y'all just stay out the comments. Oh, I don't believe in material stuff. Listen. Just please, just sit this one out. Okay, we buy what we can afford or what we know about. So just understand, ain't nothing wrong with you buying what you want to wear, But don't knock somebody else who wanna buy them a little something else. Okay, that's what we gotta understand. So now listen, so that Michael Kors scarf, get your Louis Vuitton one. Cause it's still a designer brand. Michael Kors still a designer brand. Get your little Louis Vuitton. Just a little step up. That scarf might be $300, $400. It's gonna last a lifetime now. So the cost per wear, the CPW, just made that up. Somebody else probably used it too, one of them fashion people. But the cost per wear is extremely high because you spending $400, but Louis Vuitton is more respected than Michael Kors. And what you have to realize, you have to think about who wearing the brand with you. So when you an older woman, you 43 years old. It is and nothing against y'all who wear Michael Kors now. My wife, that's where we lived at in Michael Kors for a long time. All her watches was Michael Kors. But what we started to see is a brand association. A lot of ratchets started wearing Michael Kors. When I say ratchets, I'm just talking about women who didn't want to do their hair, women who was just really loud and obnoxious, women who just really, Michael Kors really flooded the hood. They really got flooded in the hood. So it's like brand association. You don't want to wear certain stuff that people who don't carry themselves like you wear. This is offensive. This is an offensive topic for sensitive people, but I'm trying to help y'all understand something about the way the world works. So it's kind of like if I pull up at an event and it's a bunch of men there, and we at these events, it's businessmen. I guarantee you, if I got on a Fossil watch, which is $100, I'm gonna get treated and seen and classed and lumped in totally different than if I have on a Rolex. If I got on an AP, or Audemars Piguet, it's not Piguet, it's Piguet. If I got on an Audemars, I'm gonna get classed in totally different than having on a Rolex. If you see a man with a Richard Mille, I ain't Googled that word yet, them watch it 250,000. Now it could be fake. So a man gonna look at that Richard Mille and then he gonna look at everything else. If you got on a Richard Mille, but he could tell your shoes is $10, he know that Richard Mille fake. I seen a man in the jewelry store bought a $25,000 iStock Cartier watch, but he had on $10 jeans, had on beat up shoes, and had a camera around his neck talking about he a photographer. It ain't a photographer in the world want a $25,000 Cartier watch. Boy, that's a PPP loan scam you run. You just hit a lick on. It's when all the scamming was real big. The whole jewelry store, I was in there buying my wife some diamond earrings. The whole jewelry store was black men in there who came up on a lick and was trying to swipe that little blue debit card with no real stuff on the card that you get from Walmart when you get that tax return. It was tax return fraud back then, I think, drops. I say, boy, get out of here. Buying a $25,000, you see what I'm saying? So when a man who is successful on your level, the type of man you want, he's gonna look at you and he's going to say, okay, is this my type of woman? Is this woman on my level? Is this woman on my level? Cause he don't want to rescue. He don't want to rescue a woman. So he's gonna look and he's gonna evaluate you. So you need to also, this is what a lot of people get offended by, but as you elevate, you got to elevate. So if you get a master's degree, what sense does it make for you to have a master's degree, but then go work a job that only requires a high school diploma? It's like, why did you do all that work and spend all that money, have all them student loans to settle for a high school diploma job if you got a master's? So if you don't work so hard and you 43, never been married, no children, and you got a pharmacist, and you a pharmacist, yeah, okay, you like to travel, but also incorporate in there the other aspects of your success so that in your clothes and all of that. So what you want to do is, the older you get, the more knowledge you want to get. Now you need a complete fashion lesson. You need a complete working out lesson. You need a complete cooking lesson. You need a complete driving lesson. Like, you want to take and just get knowledge in every kind of area. A complete nonprofit organization lesson. A complete birth your book course on TonyGasselsAcademy.com. A complete entrepreneurship with purpose. You want to start now taking that time, in addition to the traveling, not in place of, but in addition to the traveling, you want to take that time and you want to be just gathering knowledge, so that when you meet this man, and this is the thing, it's only certain races and certain economic classes that stay broke-minded in a poverty mindset. And we say, oh, white people don't spend their money like that. And I walk past a white woman, and because you don't know the white people that you think don't spend their money like that, this woman will have on a $20,000 Hermes purse, but you would never know it, because that purse looked like a Michael Kors purse. It have on a $20,000 leather Hermes Kelly, and that Kelly is, you got to have a history with Hermes to get that Kelly, brand new, pristine. And you paying $25K. You hear me? That y'all walking right past women. But guess what? If that woman is working on Wall Street and she making $500,000, the man that's on her level, he know what that Kelly is, because he done bought it for his ex-girlfriend. So he say, whoa, this won't be a rescue mission right here. And see, this is why I try to tell y'all that some of this stuff is what the men in the dark gonna say too, because the devil knows scripture. That's what I want y'all to realize. Like, what I'm saying ain't gonna be the opposite of the red pill all the time, or the MGTOW all the time, or the men in the dark all the time, because the devil knows scripture. The devil gonna speak some truth too, but it's just where it's coming from. This right here coming from love. So what I'm saying is, it's a mindset to where you have to elevate. So don't become a pharmacist, but and this ain't particularly to her, but just in general, don't become a pharmacist but still dress like the lady in the hood. You see what I mean? Like, you have to elevate to your level, to where you living on a level that you could live on. You see what I'm saying? One of my guys in the NBA, Dame Dollar stand for different on levels the Lord allows. You got to live on the level the Lord allow you. And so it's a mindset, because don't put on $30 lashes if you could easily afford $300 lashes. Because if you put on $30 lashes, now you getting locked in with women who only can afford $30 lashes. And they $30 because they not as quality. They not as good. So you walk around, your lashes right here doing the V. Your lashes doing sign language, because they not that good. Like, ain't nobody doing you no favors in America. Nobody doing you favors in America. You get what you pay for. So when you buy clothes that cost more money, they typically coming from Italy or somewhere like that, and that quality, the cost per wear, I buy a shirt for $800, and that shirt will be that quality for the rest of my life. But somebody will buy a shirt for $8 and have to buy 100 of them within a couple years. So the cost per wear, you see what I'm saying? But you have to take the same mindset and understand this around life. So you could say, oh, well, I'm frugal minded, I'm on the Dave Ramsey plan, and you go buy you a car that you could buy cash, like Dave done told you, and you can afford a car for $5,000 cash, but you know how much money you finna spend listening to Dave Butt, how much money you finna spend with that raggedy car in the shop, where you could have took for no money down and got in a car that's brand new, that you got a car note on, but you got a job. So you can afford this $300 a month car note, but this car not finna give you no mechanical problems, because you bought it brand new or next to brand new. Typically, buy a car that's certified pre-owned under 5,000 miles. Now, you getting a brand new car, practically, but it's no maintenance cost. Versus buying a car cash for 5,000, but every 2 months you got to spend another 1,000 or 1,500 fixing something that's falling apart because the car 10 years, 15 years old. You see what I'm saying? So now you done spent enough money in maintenance that you could have bought a brand new car cash money. So see, this way your mindset have to shift from frugality to abundance, from scarcity to abundance. And when your mindset shifts, guess what? Your mindset gonna change. So sister, this right here, for you, your issue is 100% mindset. It's 100% what you telling yourself. Because if you telling yourself men don't find me attractive, you're gonna have an attitude. You're gonna be condescending. You're gonna have Kanye West arrogance on the low. See, when you truly confident, you exude confidence without having to say anything. And so what's gonna happen is you will be snappy, you'll be condescending, you'll let, your pharmacist background, you being a pharmacist and being smart, you'll end up talking down to a man who may make what you make, but he work in construction. But because he didn't have to get a college degree to do construction, you may talk down to him because you're a pharmacist, and it's really because you've been telling yourself you unattractive to men, and men don't find you attractive. So a lot of times, like what I said with the example with the man in the freezer, it's the lies that we tell ourselves that keep us in a position we don't want to be in. And I struggle with this too. I tell myself all the time, like I got a call coming up with a publisher for the book, and I really want to self-publish my book, but I'm telling myself, Tony, man, you can't sign with that publisher because your brand's so unpolished. Like you so hood with it on YouTube. Like you never have on a suit, you never have on a tie, like you don't do no big production. Like the other author that you know who look like you, all of his videos with that imprint, with that publisher, all his videos are super produced, like a professional production team. And here you are just turning on your camera, man, you can't sign with them. But guess what? Before this publisher got my proposal, my last 2 books was with a top 5 publisher, Simon & Schuster. So I did sign a 6-figure book deal with my brand being as plain as it is. So it's about what you tell yourself. So if I tell myself I'm less than and I'm not worthy, I'm gonna get on the phone, and that's what I have done my whole career. I have not gotten TV shows because when I do the Skype interview, because of all the negativity I done fed myself, I have a false sense of confidence. And I could be rude and arrogant instead of being humble and just knowing who I am and what I bring to the table. Now I have changed that, but for years I suffered with that. And this right here is where y'all suffering at. So when you say, you got to say, I'm beautiful because I'm putting in the work. Like I'm working on my mind. I'm working on my body. I'm ambitious. Like I'm beautiful. But it has to be what you believe. It can't just be words. You got to believe this. You got to walk in this. And when you truly believe it, you're going to be extra positive. Your self-talk is going to be healthy and pure. And you're going to be humble because humility breeds confidence. Insecurity breeds arrogance. So there is absolutely nothing in the world wrong with you. And I thank God that you are a pretty woman, because I did not know what my face was going to do if I got down here and you look how you describe yourself. Sister, the way you describe yourself in your email, I thought I was finna see a character from Tales from the Crypt. You know that movie? I thought you was finna look like somebody from Tales from the Crypt. Sister, see, everybody is beautiful in the sight of the Lord. So it's men that'll drink your dirty bath water. It's men that they are crazy about your look. It's men that's from certain parts of the world, certain parts of the area, that your look would represent what they queen look like, what the king's, wife look like. Like, every woman has that on her, that from some culture, somewhere, your look is the look that was chosen for royalty or that come from royalty. All us got that, but we got to believe that, and we got to know who we are for, instead of just trying to fit in somewhere we don't fit. So you got to have that belief system. But as I look at you, to me, 43 years old, you could go for, let me see. Now, on that first picture with the black hat, Pilates Luzerne, you could go for 38. That's a 5-year discount. On the second picture with the hat off, with your hair in the twist, you could go for, realistically, it's women 18 to 25 look like you and look their age. You could go for 25 in that picture right there, that second picture. That last picture, you don't look a day past 34. And it's 25-year-old look like that. Your skin is that healthy. You represent black don't cry. Now the rest of y'all, don't y'all be sending me no pictures now, cause you come here looking like this plug. Now I'm not gonna know what to say. So listen, don't y'all be sending me no pictures now. She sent this picture because she know deep down she not unattractive, and this right here is fishing. She fishing for some affirmation. So sister, you got what you wanted. I'm a married man, so you can only take what I say with a grain of salt, okay? Because truthfully now, my taste has changed. I've been married 15 years, so I don't look at women the same way a single man will look at women. It's the difference between a hungry man looking at food and a full man looking at food. You see, think about that. That's the same way when you married 15 years, I'm going to be a lot softer on you than the man in the dark, because he's single. So he going to look at these men out there, they going to look at a woman a little different. They might tell me I'm lying. They might tell me, boy, you capping for the comments. But I don't believe they'll say that. They can say it being rude and nasty. But trust me when I tell you, especially men in your age range, you can't go beneath 40 years old, because you 43 and you're a pharmacist. And you can't be with no broke man. It don't matter what industry he work in, as long as it's legal. But I don't know what a pharmacist make. You live in Houston, Texas, so I don't know what y'all make out there. But he need to be touching 75,000. And I know I always talk about character and all of that, but like so many women always point out, that character is 24 years old, like the first young lady. This sister here, 43. So a man with character will have produced something by 40. That, like the quote say, a fool at 40 is a fool indeed. So y'all understand that. That's why I try to tell you, everything is nuanced. It's caveats and nuances. Like I used to have that shirt, I used to wear caveats and nuances. It ain't no one size fits all, so you got to use logical sense, common sense when you're hearing this stuff, and don't just apply everything I say to your situation if your situation is not like this now. And so, yeah, sister, keep getting out there, keep living. Make sure you have no rings on that left hand. You really don't want to have no rings on the right hand either. This right here is fine, but you don't want a man to think you engaged, because I used to think engaged mean you got a ring on the right hand. I don't know if I'm guessing that's wrong, but that's what I used to think. Any kind of ring, I'm thinking, okay, that's a promise ring, that's an engagement ring, that's a ring from a man. When it could be just you wearing a what have you. But listen, you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Now I think this video done been long enough. I got to put the video together because my alarm went off. I really wish I would have thought about that. Sis was at a luau in Hawaii with all white people. That's interesting right there, sister, and I commend you on that. Getting out there like that. I mean, you is the one dot in there. A lot of people won't do that. A lot of people will not get out their comfort zone. Sister, I'm trying to tell you, you're a force to be reckoned with. It's a lot of women who make your money and will never go to Switzerland unmarried. Sister, I commend you on that right there, getting out there like that. So I'm gonna tell you, and let me go on a little deep on this, because sometimes people so shallow-minded and they think I be being shallow when really I be trying to help you understand mindset and shifting your mindset. The reason why I built what I built, because I shift my mindset. Nobody from where I'm from my city, have what I have using their mind. Nobody, because it's a mindset shift. We got pro athletes from where I'm from, but that's not about their mind. That's about their physical body. And it's a mindset shift. So to make money from your mind. And so that's what y'all got to understand. This ain't about superficial. It's about when you stretch your mind, when you push yourself to the next level, when you stretch that mind, now more ideas going to come. Your mind, your thoughts going to flow differently. You're going to create more. You're going to create differently. And so listen, the type of man, you have a look that's racially ambiguous because it's Hispanics that got your same look. Meaning, when I don't know if that's a Hispanic, but like it's Dominican Republic people that got your look. It's Cuban people that got your look, which everybody got a little African in them. It's Jamaicans got your look, Islanders. It's people from Africa got your look, people from America got your look. You what we'll call racially ambiguous. So yes, you could see that you're a black woman, but your features are not stereotypical. So your eyes, being that they kind of slanted, we typically see that more in some Asian cultures, which some people think that's offensive or whatever, but it could be something genetically that God, in their climate, in their area, why their eyes are how they are. And it's people of all races, black and white too, but certain features come from just certain conditions, certain climates, certain areas. So your eyes, they very thin. Like you don't have see how my eyes do like this? Your eyes don't look like they could do like that. And even when my eyes open, you kind of see a circle, a full circle. Your eyes, when you smiling, I can't see the iris of your eye, the pupil, that much. Can't really, in the luau picture. So that take your look and it throw your look off. And then you got the cheekbones now, but you got natural ones, so you don't look like the thing off Saw. You could tell these natural. And then your nose have an interesting little shape to it that is, every race have that shape of nose. Now y'all know some people have the nose that's like this. And we typically see that in certain white races, where that nose be out there and the daddy got that nose, it be long. And the daddy got that nose and the daughter have that nose. This sister here nose is kind of like my nose, but it just got a little bit more of an indent, like this right here, but the hump right there not that big. So it got a little bit more of an indent, but just a smaller nose. So that little indent is white people with that nose, it's black people with that nose. And it's not a wide set nose. See, sometimes people have a wide set nose, and a lot of times the wide set nose, we just attribute that to black people. But if you notice, when you look at Asians, you're gonna notice there's a lot of Asians with a wide set nose. And then a lot of white people have a little skinny nose, and sometimes white people just have a big nose, and it be a little long and a little thick. So we all is a mixture, and that's what we gotta understand. So now, you see how thick my eyebrow is. I ain't got nothing put on this eyebrow. So, and you see how hairy my arm is? So what this represent is that I got something in my genetics that come probably from a cold climate. So I'm really hairy. See, we had to think about this stuff. See, we don't think about this. So you having really thin eyebrows, and then I don't know if you cut your hair or if you wear it short like that, or if that's the length that it grows. But what that represents is a climate of heat, that God didn't make you very hairy because your roots come from a place where it's hot. I'm looking at your arm and I could tell that you're not a high maintenance woman, in the sense of you're not superficial. You just natural. You have natural beauty. So I could look at your arm and I see no hair on your arm. I see no hair on your arm. You probably have peach fuzz on your arm, which also represents your roots is a hot climate. We all from somewhere in Africa. And then I could look at your arm, and I don't know if you work out, but you have a hump in your arm. That right there is, and being a woman with this hump in your arm, that represents strength. That you got athletic genes. You got athletic genes. And so it's women with your look that are 100-meter sprinters. I wouldn't be surprised if you told me you was a 100-meter sprinter, or even a 200 or 400 back in the day. That's because at 43, for your arms to have that Michelle Obama physique, and then for your body just to naturally kind of have muscle, it let me know that you have athletic warrior genes. That your people back in the day, where y'all from, y'all was some fighters. And then, but see, you have a soft look. So what that means is your look could have been chosen as royalty. That your great 1,000 years ago could have been royalty, and that's why you a pharmacist. Because it just been slightly passed down. You don't even realize 1,000 years ago that there was a mindset in your family that been passed down. So for you to be a woman and you say you're not African, like you're not Nigerian, but people say you look Nigerian, you became a pharmacist. You might do, Ancestry.com might say you got a Nigerian in you, because Nigerian that come over here, they typically become doctors, lawyers, pharmacists. They become successful in whatever they do, even if they're pro athlete. You know, Nigerian known for success now, and smarts. Even the ones in Nigeria that's running scam, you have to be smart. Now, don't y'all get offensive. Everybody know that the Nigerians who want to scam know how to run a scam now. Come on now, don't get offensive. It's black people running scam too. It's black Americans running scams too. Get out your feelings. Oh, you putting dirt on Niger. Listen, I just told you about all the black men I seen at the jewelry store that's running tax fraud scams, PPP loan scams. So now we got scammers in all races and all colors. So you got to be PC. You got to be politically correct. Boy, people try to find one word when they see you doing the work of the Lord. That's why I over-explain stuff, y'all, because people will take one word, slice it up to 30 seconds, and they'll try to leak it on the internet to try to make me look like a bad person. When really, I just tell the truth, and I call out the stereotypes, and I talk about the things that how we stereotyped and we lumped in and what people think of us. And I say the stuff that a lot of people ain't gonna say, but I'm saying it from a place of love. So I want you to understand that. So now listen to me now. So your look is racially ambiguous. So your look, a white man will love your look. A African man will love your look. A black American man will love your look. But your look is not the look for a superficial, arrogant man, which is your protection. That's what you got to understand. Your look is for a man who is successful, but he is humble. He is loving, caring, and kind. He's gonna have some of the man flaws that we have. Like he's gonna be a know-it-all. But if you stand your ground and you don't let him run over you, he's gonna listen to you and he's gonna respect you. So he's malleable. He's strong. He's ambitious. He's focused, but deep down he knows he doesn't know it all. Never, ever, ever be with a man who know it all. Never, ever be with a man who won't let you call a shot. It's certain areas that a woman should call shots in any area, but it's every woman has a strength that in that area where her strengths are, it ain't a man in the world that could see her in that area. And a real man will understand his woman's strengths and understand his strengths. And she called the shots in her areas of her strength, and he called a shot in his areas of strength. That's what a real man gonna represent. If you got a man who is a know-it-all in every area, and any suggestion you say, he throw it away, he knock it down, he don't listen, run. Run. That man will have you tied up in a basement by the time you 60. Run. Run. He insecure. He's weak. A real man can hear a woman and respect her mind and say she think with a different side of her brain. She think differently than me. Let me hear what she's saying and let me take this into some consideration. And let me be real with myself if I can't see it like that. That's what a real man gonna do. So the reason, sister, why you 43, single, never been married and no kids is because you have been in, what I'll be telling y'all, you have been in protective custody. You've been in protective custody because you are not an easy fit. You're not an easy match because a lot of men will feel insecure. See, it's different. It's one thing with made up beauty. So when I say microblade, you don't got to do microblade. You ain't got to change your eyebrows at all. What I would say is let your eyebrows grow out fully. So if you don't want to do microblade, let your eyebrow grow out fully and then you go get it arched, but with more of your natural fullness. Because see, where you get it arched at, they cutting off hair, so it just making it look like a line. And so that changed your look. So that line with your eye set, with your nose set, it changed your look. Now, we see people with a 4-head, with a 5-head. This sister here have a normal size 4-head. She have a 4-head. Some of us have a 5-head. When a man start losing his hairline, we will see a 6-head and a 7-head. She have a 4-head. So, sister, what I'm trying to tell you is all your features are proportionate based on society's beauty standards. You're going to be unattractive to somebody. You're going to be okay looking to somebody. You're going to be beautiful to somebody. You're going to be gorgeous to somebody. You're going to be fine to somebody. This stuff could be semantics, but you totally fine. If you did not change a thing, but your mindset, you'll be totally fine. It's not your looks. It's your self-talk. It ain't your looks that's pushing away a man. It's your self-talk. Point blank period. Point blank period. Hey, God bless you. Listen, I try to fill all the holes because we always have people that is not a part of this community. They don't watch the videos and they just come and try to poke holes and find stuff to argue about. When you see those people, check them. Virtually punch them in the mouth, cyberly. Just check them and just, because we trying to do a good work over here and we need to keep the devil in line. But when you go to making any kind of noise, you're going to have a lot of little devils coming over here trying to stir up stuff in the comments and trying to be ignorant and negative and trying to label stuff and what it's not. Oh, that's misogynistic. Oh, that's materialistic. Oh, that's superficial. Instead of understanding the message, it's really a hit dog holler. People not wanting to hear stuff because stuff step on our toes. And so we call it something, we label it something because it hurt us, because it's a change we need to consider. It's something we need to think about, something we need to take into consideration, but we rather lash out when we feel attacked. because something stepped on our toes or against our ideology or our thought process, and it's uncomfortable to think outside of our natural thought process, but that's what people on the outside looking in help us do. And so even when I do get feedback that's negative or controversial, I take it into consideration to see, is this an idiot or is this a legitimate thing, that I could tweak. And so that's what I be trying to help people do on this, because I'm on the outside looking in. And so I could look at this sister here, and what'll make a man leave her is just her personality. And when I say personality is meaning just the self-talk, turning and twisting a natural, pure, humble spirit into a kind of jaded, self-hating, self-sabotaging spirit. And I think that's what millions of women are doing, because women, y'all think a lot and y'all overthink a lot, and you're very analytical. And the smarter you are, the worse it is sometimes, because the smarter you are, the more you may think. And so, like she say, she meet men that's special ed. But you may have to be a little more special ed because you may be too smart for yourself. Meaning you may be over analyzing and overthinking. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. And so, yeah, you don't need a man recently released from prison, baby mama drama, special ed, And, if he literally special ed, but see, he could have an accent that make him sound like he is ignorant or unlearned, and you may be labeling that special ed when really the guy could be really talented, really street smart, really naturally wise, but just doesn't fit into America's standard of intelligence or knowledge. And so that's where you have to analyze that in every area and just see, okay, where am I coming at this from? Am I coming at this fair? Am I coming at this humble? Am I coming at this with positive self-talk? And then see what you come up with. And I think sometimes you'll surprise yourself. Hey, this Tony Gaskin. God bless y'all. This finna be a pain, me putting these 2 videos together on this here app. So if this came in 2 parts, y'all forgive me. God bless you. We'll talk soon.